Is your dog honking? Are they sneezing more than usual? Hi, I'm Lyndall from Vetster, and today we're going to talk about something you've probably heard about before, kennel cough. We're going to cover all of your questions, including how did my dog get kennel cough? What are the symptoms of kennel cough? And what treatment options are available? As usual, all of the information in this video has been meticulously reviewed by leading Vetster veterinarians. All right, let's hand it over to the experts.
What is kennel cough and how does it spread? Kennel cough is a term we use to talk about a bunch of different respiratory infections that can affect dogs. We call these infections kennel cough because they spread super quickly in places where dogs hang out closely together, like kennels, but also dog parks, grooming stores, and boarding facilities. Kennel cough is super contagious and can spread through the air, especially when dogs share things like dishes, toys, or bedding. These objects can get contaminated with the tiny droplets that fly out when an infected dog coughs. Even if you try to limit your dog's interaction with other pets, there's still a chance they could catch kennel cough. And sometimes, you might not even be able to figure out where they got it from. Stick with us. We're about to go over what you can do to prevent kennel cough. Kennel cough isn't usually a serious illness, but it's definitely not fun for your dog to deal with. Dogs that are very young, older, or those with other health issues might experience more severe symptoms if they catch kennel cough. Regardless of your dog's specific risk factors, there are steps you can take to help protect them from this infection. Keep an eye out for symptoms in other dogs. If you see a dog in your social circle or around the community coughing, it's a good idea to keep your dog at a distance. Being vigilant and aware is your first line of defense against kennel cough. Minimize social exposure. A lot of dog owners count on places like dog daycare, dog parks, and other social settings for their dog's care. Limit the time your dog spends in large groups of unknown animals. Choose a trustworthy and reputable daycare that has strict vaccination rules and policies for handling sick dogs. This helps make sure that all of your dog's interactions with other dogs are both safe and enjoyable. Be responsible. If your dog starts showing signs of kennel cough, it's best to keep them at home. Avoid exposing other dogs to the illness unnecessarily. If you suspect your dog might have kennel cough, talk to a Vetster vet for advice and treatment options. Vaccination. There are vaccines available for kennel cough, but it's important to understand that these vaccines only target one type of bacteria associated with the disease. These vaccines are generally very safe, and most dogs are good candidates for vaccination. You should always talk to your vet to find out if a kennel cough vaccine is right for your dog and to learn about the recommended booster schedule. While a vaccinated dog can still catch kennel cough, there's a good chance they won't get as sick and will recover faster. Up next, we're going over symptoms and treatment of kennel cough. Most cases of kennel cough are straightforward and don't require medical treatment. Typically, a regular case of kennel cough will clear up on its own in less than 2 weeks. The main symptom to watch for is a loud, honking cough. Pet parents often describe this cough as sounding like their dog has something stuck in their throat, although it's clear that's not the case since the dog can still eat and drink normally between coughing spells. While the cough may sound serious, dogs with kennel cough usually don't develop more severe symptoms. You might notice a slight decrease in appetite and energy, but generally, a dog with kennel cough will continue to eat and play as usual. There are varying opinions among veterinarians about the best approach to treating kennel cough, largely because it can be caused by so many different infectious agents. For instance, if your dog's kennel cough is caused by a virus, antibiotics won't be effective, as they only target bacterial infections. And using a cough suppressant might actually worsen certain types of kennel cough. If your dog's cough is accompanied by more severe symptoms like a fever, loss of appetite, lethargy, and nasal congestion or discharge, it's a sign that they may need more aggressive medical attention. In such cases, it's important to consult with your vet to determine the best course of treatment. No matter how mild or severe the symptoms your dog is showing, it's important to talk to a veterinarian if your dog develops a cough. Sometimes, what starts out seeming like kennel cough can evolve into something more serious, such as pneumonia. If you notice any symptoms in your dog, don't wait for them to get worse before seeking professional help. You can book an online virtual care appointment with Vetster. This is an excellent way to discuss your dog's symptoms with a vet without risking the health of other dogs. Often, diagnostic tests and treatment might not be necessary for a case of suspected kennel cough. However, if your vet does recommend treatment, make sure to follow their instructions closely and follow up if your dog's symptoms don't seem to improve within 2 weeks or less. As soon as your dog shows symptoms of kennel cough, it's important to isolate them to prevent the disease from spreading to other dogs. Keeping them separate within your home can also help reduce the transmission of bacteria and viruses through objects that may be difficult to thoroughly sanitize. Encourage rest. Make sure your dog gets plenty of rest while they're recovering from kennel cough. Opt for shorter walks and reduce their overall exercise. This can help lessen their coughing and ease respiratory irritation. Stop using a collar. While your dog is showing symptoms of kennel cough, it's recommended to switch from a collar to a harness. A collar can put pressure on the neck and irritate the throat, which may lead to more coughing. Using a harness can help avoid this and keep your dog more comfortable. These strategies won't cure your dog's cough, but they can definitely help manage it, even with preventative measures like vaccination and avoiding places like kennels and dog parks. Kennel cough is something many dogs may encounter at least once in their lives, sometimes more. If your young and otherwise healthy dog starts coughing after a visit to doggy daycare, there's a good chance it could be kennel cough. Remember, coughing can be a symptom of various illnesses, so it's crucial not to diagnose your pet on your own. Always take your dog's cough seriously and consult a veterinarian to figure out the best course of action. While it might be frustrating, especially if your dog's coughing is disruptive at night, it's comforting to know that kennel cough is generally mild and often resolves on its own without specific treatment. Like what you learned in this video? Subscribe for more expert veterinary advice and drop your thoughts and questions in the comments below. Thanks for watching.